Hi everybody, my name is Noelle and welcome back to my yoga channel. Today's video I'm going to help you get into a side plank. So here we go. All right, ready? We are going to start on the mat. And first I'll show you the way that my body's gonna face you. Well, I could do it both ways probably. All right, so we're gonna come into we'll come into a modified version first. So there's two different modifications and I'll tell you the difference. So we're gonna start here in tabletop position. As you start moving over to the right side, we're gonna kickstand our right shin off the mat. So our ankle is gonna come off the mat and you're gonna push into your right shin. And then you're gonna start taking your left foot straight. Those left toes are gonna face the side of your mat. And then what you want is your shoulder to be in line with your wrist, right? So my shin is pressing down. My palm is gonna push down, but my fingers are spread like down dog. I'm going to move over towards the right side and really strongly squeeze my glutes best I can. And you're gonna feel it in your low back. It's gonna have like a nice release. If you feel any aches or pains, be sure to get out and retry it and see what the issue is, and then comment and let me know and I can help you in a better position. All right, so we are gonna take our toes, make sure they're facing the side, and then you're gonna take the inner arch of your left foot and lift it up, okay? And then reaching the arm on the left hand, you can reach it all the way up. You can bring it over in line with the left shoulder. So there's a couple things to watch out for on this side plank. One is this shoulder into the right ear. You might be dumping, okay? You wanna really lift up. And then your right side is going to lift away from the mat so you feel like this beautiful arch on the left. And that is going to make your left toes and your left edge of the foot, like right here, it's going to push down to lift the inner arch. And you're going to feel lifted. So everything is going to be lifting up to the sky, okay? So your last point here is your gaze. Now you could take your gaze down, you could take your gaze up, or just mediocre. But you gotta have your eyes not moving because you're pretty much in a wobbly spot. You wanna make sure that your stance, your foundation is super strong, and you wanna keep your focus on that. And then you're breathing, right? So let's practice that. Let's come back into it. So wrist directly underneath your shoulder. Your knee is directly underneath your hip. I don't think I said that prior, but you want to try to make sure that knee is directly underneath the hip. And then this foot is in line with the left hip and pressing down on the edge. Your toes on your left are facing the side. And you are relaxed in your left toes, you're relaxed in the neck, and you're engaging your core, your glutes. So wherever you'd like to place your left arm, I'm going to place it here because I've got many wonderful concerns in my neck. All right, so I'm gonna look down because it hurts to look up. So remember that right shoulder. If you feel it like it's right next to your chin, you wanna press and move it away and give space. And you'll feel that lift in that left side even more. So we're gonna take 3 breaths here. You're gonna inhale through the nose. Exhale. And feel the growth. Feel your body looking for length. Keep it there as you take that next inhale, but slower this time. And exhale. One more time. Exhale. Good. And let's come down. So you don't have so much strength trying to hold you up, and you notice that your body is more at ease. But I could still feel the engagement. My left shoulder is moving down the back. You feel your glutes and you feel your core, everything beginning to open up. So let's try the other side. I'll just flip over this way. Again, so you're going to start with tabletop position, and you're going to kickstand the left shin over and then roll over. So again, left shoulder on top of left wrist. Spread those fingers, take that right foot in line with the right hip, and push your glutes forward. Take the arm up or over. As you reach it over, wherever you are, you're continuing to move those shoulder blades together. That's why that left shoulder is needing that space. Because if you're crunching down, it doesn't quite get the engagement that it's looking for, that your body's looking for. All right, so feel that position. Once you're in this space, I want you to close your eyes or gaze up or look down, wherever the neck feels okay. As you take an inhale, you're making the change in your body. As you exhale, you're keeping that change that you held on as you inhaled. We're going to do 2 more breaths on your own. Feel if anything loosened, your core is still tight, your glutes are still engaged, and you're still opening and lifting. When you are finished, go ahead and look down and bring the right palm down and go ahead and release. So that is one position that's modified. If you can do that when you've got several shoulder injuries, and if it still hurts, then come to your forearms, right? Never tippy fingers, right? This would be tippy fingers that you want to always have your palm down. If you have any wrist injury, I usually like to tuck my thumb inside my fist and bring my fingers around my thumb, and then I'm going to just press down on my knuckles, and you're going to continue to watch for that shoulder. Right, you just continue to same place. It's just safer for your shoulders. All right, next thing we're gonna do is the next modified is if you want to build your strength this time. So if you're looking to build your strength, you're gonna take your palms once again down, and this time I'm going to tuck my back right toes, and I'm going to start rolling over. My left toes haven't really moved yet, and I'm going to place that left foot in front. Right palm down below right shoulder, and that left foot is flat, and it's right in front of my hip. Right foot is in line with your right hip, or both hips. Now you're going to use the right foot to lift your hips. You're going to use the left heel to push your hips as well. Okay, so any place with that left arm. Okay, so we're gonna take that breath. So make sure you get in line and get comfortable. Just make sure everything's in line. If it's not, you slowly work it there. Okay, you move slowly with your breath. If you're breathing really deep, your body won't hurt. Okay, but if you're not breathing and you're trying to do all these different things with your body, eventually yoga can hurt you. And you want to really make sure that you're safe. All right, for real this time. So we're going to bring that arm up wherever, and we're going to lift up. Do you feel the difference from the modified version? My belly is in, my right quad's engaged, my right arm is engaged. Good. Let's switch sides. Okay. Left side, we're going to take the left toes back behind us, just like we were doing a plank. And then you're going to take that right foot, and you're just going to start rolling over on that left. Right foot is in front of the hip. Okay, make sure that left arm is directly a straight line out from the wrist, always. So even when you start expanding and you can come into a little bit more of a deeper back bend or wherever you'd like to go, you want to make sure that that wrist is always being protected with the shoulder right on top. Press down with your left palm. All right, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths here wherever you'd like. Watch where your breath is moving in the body. Watch how slowly you can let the breath out. When you're finished, go ahead and release. Bring that palm down and then just carefully come down to the back left knee. All right, so that's definitely more intense of a modified version. And now we're going into the actual version of side plank. I shouldn't say actual version, but this is more an intense version. All right, so side planks are, your foundation is your palms and your feet, and when you are working on those 2 tiny spots for your foundation, you want to really make sure that your shoulders are engaged, your glutes are strong enough to lift up, to make the whole entire body, to make everything light and lifting, so therefore you don't have so much going on the wrists, the ankles, or the feet, and you'll be able to hold yourself better and breathe. And if you can't breathe, you just don't do it. You modify for yourself. Even if you're doing aerobics classes, definitely I've learned so much in yoga that I wish I had this way before I started, so I would have understood a little bit more of my anatomy when I'm going into different classes and doing workouts. So hopefully I'm helping this. All right, let's get started on the right side again. This time we're going to come into a plank position. Your toes, the balls of the feet, are all in line with the glutes, hips, shoulders, and palms are directly underneath, or shoulders are directly above the palms. We're going to move over to the right side, and we're going to move towards the right arm, and then we're gonna move towards the left, or we're gonna lift on the left, I'm sorry. So, as I begin lifting, my glutes are squeezing just like they were in the other two versions. All right, so the minute you feel weight, you start squeezing your glutes and pull your belly in, scoop your pubic bone a little bit more towards your rib cage in the front, and then shoulders are going to be engaging in the back. Left foot can always come behind you, in front of you, but eventually they're going to squeeze together and move more towards the flat version on the right foot. You'll feel a little bit more towards the sole of the foot. I can't think when I'm trying to talk so much in this. Okay, so I'm sorry if you were in it and then you had to get out because of me. All right, let's retry that. All right, so I should instruct it first, and then I'll say, go ahead in with me. All right, but it's always so great to feel it when you're getting into it, and that way you can start understanding where your body is in space and what it feels like inside. We're going to move over to the right foot. The sole of the right foot is slowly coming down. Don't worry if it cannot, but you want to lift. You want to beautifully have that like rainbow arch. Okay? Wherever with the arms again, just make sure that both shoulders are pulling down to look for length. We're going to take an inhale. Your gaze can move up or down. Exhale. Take one more inhale and exhale. Good. Go ahead and release. Whew. That was difficult. All right, so let's go to the left side now. All right, ready? Everything again. Make sure that it's in proper alignment. So wrists are always moving in line. So don't be afraid to not, to look at what your body's doing. And hopefully when you're in the class, your teacher is giving you enough time to make sure that you are really getting in control of your breath and your movements and the alignment. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to the left side. So moving over to the left blade of the foot and left palm. Your palm is pushing down, and make sure that palm is directly underneath, even when you start lifting and gaining more strength to get that beautiful arch. Sometimes your shoulder goes below the wrist, and you don't want that. Okay, so we're in it. We're gonna do it. So let's go ahead and breathe. This side I can feel a lot more strength. Shoulders are moving down the back every time you exhale. Inhale powerfully, rib cage moving in and up. You're feeling that lift of lightness. Exhale, looking for length. Don't drop those hips. Last time breathing. Don't rush your breath. Go ahead and release. Whew. So, how did that feel? It's definitely a difference when you want to modify. Just depending on your body, you just really want to make sure that you're attending to it. And every practice or every time you do something in your workouts, your body's going to be different. Look for that difference and just continue to discover all those new things that you have with your body, and make sure that you're breathing really deep, so that way you can really attend to taking care of what's happening and the struggles that are in the way. And it could just be that day, or you could be just building newer muscles. Don't be discouraged on that. Anyways, all right, well, thank you. And I'm gonna catch my breath. All right, I will see you next time. Be sure to like this video and send comments below, and I will try to continue to help you out. Thank you. Bye.